Good morning. The Bible tells us that in the last days, troublesome times will come. Very confusing times will come where nothing will be consistent. And we live in these times. We are in those times where everything is everything and cannot be anything and will be anything at any time. We have a mantra, a legal mantra, that says the law is the law. But in this whimsically capricious and inconsistent environment, the law cannot be the law. And the law is the law, cannot be the law. And the law is not the law, can be the law, and not the law. The law is the law, cannot be the law, is the law. Quite confusing, not so? These are the times in which we live in, when nothing is determined. There is no boundary for anything. It depends who it concerns. The law applies to different people differently. Someone's walking can be judged and condemned. They will look at you and say, by your walking, you look like a criminal. You look like a fraudster. You are a cocaine dealer. And that stays. When you blink your eyes, that could condemn you. And that could also justify you, depending on how the fellow looking at you sees you. Coughing can be dangerous these days. Your cough in a particular environment can be interpreted to mean an intention to do evil and a communication of evil. But another person will cough and to be accepted as just an ordinary cough. Laughter, silence, sneezing, sleeping, waking up early or late, being rich or poor, mourning a diseased one or celebrating a diseased one, clapping in approval of someone or calling out someone for the wrong thing, anything can be turned to be anything. This kind of environment in which we live in Ghana, is most unfortunate. And those in the legal profession must let us know what are the defining lines. They must not let us be in confusion as to the definitions of terms and the applications and the boundaries of their application of those terms. How is it that the omission of a person can be criminalized and the omission of another person can be the reason why the fellow is exculpated? The same kind of scenarios. The law is the law, is not the law, can be the law. The law is not the law, can be the law, is not the law. The law will be the law, cannot be the law, can be the law, will be the law. What kind of confused situation are we in? Do we really want to develop and know precisely where you are going to in this kind of uncertain atmosphere? Who can do anything well? Which businessman can do a business well? Which family man and family woman can raise up a good family? Because there is nothing, there is no morality, there is no definiteness of anything. It is all relative. And the relativity of it depends on the powers that be. It cannot be so. Let the law be the law. And let everyone have his or her just application of the law before the law. That is the law. We cannot have the situation where we are confusing ourselves every day. Today, the same crime is committed and the law cannot be the law, can be the law, is the law. Or the law is the law, cannot be the law. or the law is not the law, can be the law, is not the law, or the law is the law, cannot be the law, is the law. What kind of confusion is that? Ghanaians don't want that. We want precision. We want to be able to determine how we behave and know that when I do this, I am within my limits. Someone can insult another person as a pig and go scot-free. Another person takes up the same insult, and then the fellow is taken to the rough hands of the, state powers. What is that? Do you think violating the law of the country absolves you or insulates you or protects you and your loved ones? It doesn't. It opens you up. And when there is no law, the law of unlawfulness will be the law. There will be instant justice. People know that our legal system has nothing, and we'll go back to the days of jungle, and let no one take us back to the days of the jungle. We want civilization, we want progress. Progress comes with knowledge that is dependable, knowledge that can be held onto and defended at any time as that which is the knowledge that the people accept. But when there is confusion, today knowledge is knowledge, tomorrow is not knowledge. What is that? The law is the law, will be the law. We cannot have it otherwise. Let the law apply to everyone, to the president, from the president to the least and the poorest among us in this nation. Let no one be above the law of this nation. God tells us that when you sit in judgment, do not give judgment to the poor because he's poor or to the rich because he's rich. Do not give judgment preferentially. Give judgment as it is due. Let no one be differently treated from others. And to the judiciary, and to the police, the security forces of this nation, and to the presidency and the executive, let us let the law be the law. If not, no one is safe. Absolutely no one, including you. Because if someone can pull a gun at another person, shoot the fellow, and then a bail term is given to the fellow that is so easy to do, to fulfill. Another one just opens his mouth and talks and expresses his opinion that the leaders of the nation doesn't like, and he or she is giving onerous bail terms. What are we saying? The president cannot be bigger than any one of us. He is one of us. We say he should represent us there. So he is just like us. And let everyone know that. Let no one think that by he being the president, it means he's better than the rest of us. It's a privilege to serve us. And we are paying him for that. We are giving him special treatment for that. And for those special treatment, he must treat us well. Let the law be the law. And let everyone be equal before the laws of this nation. And this nation will see progress. Bye-bye.